Hello everyone, it's Shirley Anderson and today we have Lezanne Meyer joining us from Placement Partner. How are you?
I'm very well, and you, Shirley?
Really great. So just to let everyone know, Lezanne is a key accounts manager at Placement Partner and she's the fourth staff member of Placement Partner to address us on video. We've spoken to Ronald, Martin, Nolene, and they've been taking us through Project Lighthouse, we call it internally, which is all about giving light to our clients during this time, but not only to our clients. I think these interviews have obviously gone out on social media. So really it is about improving the lives of recruitment in South Africa as a whole during this time. And Lezanne's going to take us through the fourth cycle that we've been on, which is all about keeping going. So we've refueled, we've warmed up, we've done goal setting around being ready, and now it's about keeping going. So yeah, Lezanne, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been an account manager at Placement Partner, and how did you get involved?
Perfect. Shirley, thanks. Yes, it was actually quite interesting to see all of my colleagues' videos as well. It kind of like helped the junior crew to really prepare themselves for a proper interview. So I really hope I make them proud. But yeah, Placement Partner, I'm going on my 7th year actually. I initially started at Placement Partner coming from the recruitment industry, and then joined the Placement Partner team. This was, starting off in the support, as a support consultant, and then I moved over to sales and then training, and now I'm a key account manager. And yeah, loving every moment of it.
Yeah, and I think that you have quite a unique background, or a special background, in that you are now supporting Placement Partner software, but you actually come from the recruitment industry. So, I mean, you're the perfect person to ask them. What would you say your client needs are during this time?
Yeah, definitely. I think it makes a massive difference if you know the recruiters' pains and fears and sometimes their frustration, Shirley. When you speak their language, because you've been in that situation, you've had your targets, you've managed the team, you've had your own business. There's a different view from every different role that you need to take into consideration. I think now, especially, a very tough time for people who owns companies, and a tough time for them to make decisions. So definitely understanding, I think, as I said, the pains and the fears and the initial goal. What is our main focus here? What are we supposed to be doing here? Being in that situation, it makes it a little bit easier for me to relate, and to try and understand and achieve it. So definitely in today's business world, it's all about technology and efficiency and professionalism. And I understand that, my clients' first and foremost top priority now is to produce top caliber candidates fast and effectively. And if you can get that done by giving them the right tools at the right time to utilize and guide them and hold their hands as much as you can, for them to use that to the best of their abilities, then it's a win-win for both. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And as someone who has worked so long in this industry, if you could give recruiters any top tip right now, what would it be?
Yeah, definitely. A top tip, I think, not just for recruiters, but for a person itself, whether you, again, on a management level, owner level, recruiter level, it really doesn't matter. I think every day is a new day, and that's what we need to realize right now, if we haven't done so already. It's another opportunity to add value to anyone else's life, So don't waste it. Use your God-given talent and abilities and skills to be your best every single day. You know, even if it's just one thing on your list, try do that one thing to the best of your abilities, and that will make you sleep better at night. That is what's going to make things be you know, great at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. What I have noticed with a series of different interviews that I've done, not just with Placement Partner, and maybe it's not just interviews, but just conversations that I have with other business owners and colleagues of mine, is often we get very complicated around what we need to do. But I think, you know, your tip of just keeping it simple as understanding that today is a new day, and that within that day there's simple opportunity to just make somebody else's life better. That's simple and doable at any stage, whether we're in lockdown, whether we're beyond lockdown, whether in a great place. So that's just a good habit to be in, and, you know, a good mindset, which is great. Yeah.
You know, you talk about our topics that we've had, and mine being keep going. I had to really think about that topic and what the word keep going really means. And I really, really want to just tell all of, you know, whether it be clients, whether it be, you know, friends watching this, family members. I just want to tell you guys, keep going is something that should be in our blood. You know, keep going means that you know, doesn't matter what happens, do not lie down. You know, don't take a beating now. Get up and get going. Take this time and take this opportunity to be resilient, to think out the box. If you've ever had a dream or an idea, but you weren't sure whether it was going to work, now's the right time to try and do it, you know, because there's no other better time than now. And you would be surprised, you know, that effort and that type of dream or that type of idea might just be the actual thing that sets you apart, that makes you what you're going to be after this lockdown, that's going to keep you positive. And I always say, find somebody positive that you can tap into. You know, there's always somebody around you. Could be a colleague, it could be your sister. It's my sister for me. It could be anybody, but find that special somebody that really, just no matter how you're feeling, at the end of that quick conversation or a very long one, whichever you prefer, that person has picked you up 100% for you to lift your head up and go, right, this is the time, it's now or never, let's go. And if you are that strong person, I want to tell you, find a stronger person than you that you can just, you don't need a lot of tapping in, you just need a quick tap in order to get your motors going again, or to, you know, to keep you going again. It's vitally important, I think, for everybody. And I know we're all going through a very tough time. Some are directly, you know, affected by this. Some are not so affected, but yet, you know, it's still there. But all I want to say is keep staying positive. Don't stop your efforts. Don't think that whatever you're doing is worthless, you know. We are all salespeople. I think we all feel that the financial impact that this is having is the main focus right now, but yet it isn't. There could be other things to focus on. I think a lot of what we've been trying to do with Project Lighthouse is to really get you guys to understand that it's not just financials. There's other ways to go about, you know, being productive and taking this time, and realizing that you're not the only one in this specific race right now. Everybody else is in the race, which gives you a good opportunity because you're not falling behind. We're all in the same boat here. So yeah, if that's one thing I can just say and encourage everybody with. There's a saying that says, when life gets tough, then tough gets going.
That's it.
and I totally believe that, we are very strong, independent people. Specifically in our industry, the recruitment industry, we are tough. And when tough gets going, when going gets tough, the tough gets going. So hang in there, be positive, and definitely if you needed to tap into a positive energy at any given time, please tap into our team members, tap into anybody at Placement Partner. We've been really good in supporting each other throughout this process. We've been checking in with each other. And I think that's vitally important. Find that person and tap into their positive attitude, their positive mindset, because that's what's going to just, take you through this process.
Exactly. And I love what you've said, because actually we've done 3 webinars with the clients up until this point. Our next webinar is Keep Going, as we said, but the actual title of it is Inspiring and Motivating, which is all about tapping in to your people. Those are your resources, right? We're not in it alone. We've got others around us. And now it's about being able to tap into each one of those. And, for our team, it's easy. You just tap into Lezanne, into each other. That's the way we do work. But I know that for others, sometimes that's a little bit difficult. And
Absolutely.
those recruiters that are working alone, it's just a small business. We've been able to tap into other recruiters, on those webinars. We've been able to network. We've been able to understand how we staying on top of things, how we maximizing opportunities, how we getting over humps. So it's really been all about that, and we're really excited for that. Thank you so much for your words. I just want to remind everyone that obviously Lezanne and the other account managers of Placement Partner are out there. So if you're looking for, not only Placement Partner software to make you more efficient and your business more efficient, but actually just looking for someone who knows the industry, knows how it works, have an outsider's opinion, and just give you good advice, then the team is out there to do that. So thanks so much. And look forward to seeing you at the webinar.
Fantastic. Thanks, Shirley.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.